Yeah. Lil Brunson back at you with the back at you, and I am the best reporting on the Eagles. Yo, man, I'm thinking about Carson Wentz and what could possibly be if he got a dominant weapon in this year's draft. Carson Wentz is a quarterback who absolutely does not rely on the services of a number one wide receiver. Elite. And only guys cut from an elite cloth can do the things that Carson Wentz has done with the supporting cast that he's had. Only guys cut from an elite cloth. You got elite, and then you got good quarterbacks, and then you got it just goes downhill from there. When Donovan McNabb was able to have Terrell Owens, he did not put up 4,000 passing yards in a season. He just didn't do it. And I believe T.O. had a 1,000-yard season with the Philadelphia Eagles, and he still was not able to put up 4,000 passing yards. People want to make these excuses. Times was different then. They wasn't that much different, especially in the Andy Reid offense, whereas though we didn't run the ball that much. In the Andy Reid offense with Westbrook, dudes was catching out of the backfield. Buckhalter, Westbrook, we would throw on first down for a 5-yard completion, and that's just as good as a 5-yard run. That was what Andy Reid lived by back in those days. Now, there's stats that's coming out of, Carson Wentz's numbers with Alshon Jeffrey and without Alshon Jeffrey. And the play doesn't drop off at all. It doesn't drop off at all. This lets me know one thing, that if you get Carson Wentz, anybody, an inkling of anything that can be called a dominant wide receiver, Carson Wentz will produce. Carson Wentz will produce. They're linking us to Taylor Gabriel. I like the move. A lot of people are going to say Taylor Gabriel's buns, Taylor Gabriel's this, Taylor Gabriel's that. But look who Carson Wentz will be the best quarterback Taylor Gabriel has played with. The best quarterback he's played with. He went to, where he go, Atlanta. He went to Cleveland. He'd be the best quarterback he's played with. And, rightfully so. I mean, I think Taylor Gabriel with Carson Wentz will get over 50 receptions and get close to 700 receivers. This what makes Carson Wentz special. What makes Carson Wentz special is he doesn't zero in on one guy. If you open, you the guy getting the ball. A lot of guys can't do that, man. There's not one player that made Carson Wentz better. There's not one player that made Carson Wentz better because out the course of the seasons, throughout, now I think it all came together in Carson Wentz's second year. I think that we put pieces in place and you gave him more weapons and he looked dangerous, of course. But he still didn't get over 4,000 passing yards. I mean, the team was, at that point, was the number one rushing team in the league. After the acquisition of Jay Ajayi, we had a different attack with Frank Wright in the house. You take Frank Wright out the house, you pay Carson Wentz all his bread, and then you say things like this. Well, Carson Wentz has to show that he could put a team on his back. He showed it, man. He showed it. Any wide receiver that we don't have that's better than anybody on our team already, Carson Wentz will be a dangerous man. He'll be a dangerous man. Carson Wentz and Taylor Gabriel will be a dangerous combination. I'm all for it. Any wide receiver who started last year for a different team, if you bring him over to the Philadelphia Eagles, he's going to eat. He's going to most likely have a career year. That's how special Carson Wentz is. I'm glad that we didn't go after some of the big name wide receiver free agents. A lot of people need to just let go of what happened with Hopkins and look to the future. Carson Wentz has the opportunity to grow with possibly 2 wide receivers that's going to get drafted. And don't X out Arcega-Whiteside yet. Don't take Arcega-Whiteside off your mind because this is the easiest bold prediction I see everybody making. It's the easiest call of next year for the Philadelphia Eagles. Arcega-Whiteside will play better. It's the easiest call. Barring injury, Arcega-Whiteside will play better. It don't take a rocket scientist to figure that out. It's easy, actually. He's going to play better. Why? Because he can't play no worse than he played last season. 10 receptions, he only could go up from there. You know what I mean? And if he continues to develop, which he will, he has no choice. If he continues to develop, if our rookie comes out and posts something like 50 catches as a rookie, Goddard and Zach Ertz still going to do their thing, I think we're in good shape. Listen, you don't see how good You don't see how good Dallas Goedert is without how good Carson Wentz is. You don't see that flash of greatness without how good Carson Wentz is. If Dallas Goedert had another quarterback, Dallas Goedert would be buried on the bench. Nobody would never know his talent. Carson Wentz was able to let that shine through. Carson Wentz just need a little bit of, I'm trying to tell you, man, he don't even need it. Put more weapons around Carson Wentz, you're going to have an MVP caliber guy. It's going to be a fest. It's going to be a slugfest. It's going to be a slugfest, man. MVP caliber guy, man. And, you know, I'm ecstatic. I can't wait. And, you know, the draft is coming. It's going to be virtual. It's going to be a good thing. Me and Philly 500 are going to finish up our business before that time come. And another guy I want to point out, man, I don't think Dez Bryant is done. I don't know if I want him to be a Philadelphia Eagle, but I don't think Dez Bryant is done. You know, Dez Bryant is a dangerous pickup for a certain team. If Dez Bryant was to come to the NFC East, Dez Bryant will go ham. I will tell you that right now. If he comes to the NFC East in a uniform, not Dallas, he going to go ham. He going to go ham. You know what I mean? I would seriously look into Dez Bryant. It's a lot, you know, it's some rookie wide receivers that I think that would help the cause. I don't think the Philadelphia Eagles are one play away from making a Super Bowl. I think the Philadelphia Eagles are actually 3 one-year deals away. Now let me explain that. You bring in a veteran, a proven veteran on a 1-year deal who's kind of past his prime but still productive. I think it'll be amazing for the Philadelphia Eagles. Same thing that happened with Patrick Robinson. Patrick Robinson went somewhere else and he's a forgotten man now. You bring in some of these guys on these 1-year deals. And I'm telling you, man, bring in some playmakers on 1-year deals. Taylor Gabriel, I love it. I love it. Bring in some of these guys on 1-year deals and you're going to see absolute dominance, man. Absolute dominance because a Super Bowl window is open. A Super Bowl window is open. Let me know what you think in the comments.